Hello there, it's Anahita Rao again, back with the Rashi series. And now we are up to Sagittarius, which is the 9th sign of the zodiac, also known as Dhanus in Sanskrit. Now, Sagittarians. Sagittarians tend to be quite direct, fearless, demonstrative, outspoken, ambitious, and they're also quite sincere. They have a tendency to look at the bright side of life, and they also tend to have a lot of self-confidence. They are active, enterprising, sympathetic, somewhat impulsive. They tend to be truth seekers. And that's motivated by a spiritual sort of longing in them. It's also a fire sign, and so it's also connected to dharma. So this is where we tend to be, we feel quite compelled to follow our higher purpose and destiny, and we do it with the enthusiasm that fire brings. So we tend to be prepared to make the sacrifices to find that higher purpose. Sagittarians tend to look for equality in their dealings with others and a fair exchange. Their married life tends to be generally happy. And they place a high value on friendship. I think this is probably one of the reasons why their married life is happy. They're fond of their home, but they do prefer an outdoor life. They're generous and friendly, but they tend to dislike their relatives. They're best suited to Aries, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius. Again, the fire and the air goes quite well together for relationships. They're a dual Rashi, so they prefer to be open to alternatives in life, and they're equally able to start something new or perfect something old, because again of that dual nature. They tend to want to connect to a greater purpose beyond themselves, and they do things beyond this world that could, and this is sort of where the religious fundamentalism can come into it, because 9th house of the zodiac is also represented not just spirituality, but it is also represented by religion itself, by Orthodox religion itself. And so their truth-seeking nature can result in fundamentalism. The ruling planet is Jupiter. The ruling planet is Jupiter, which shows sort of a hopeful, inspired course through life. Sagittarius is a sattvic sign, which shows that their primary motivation is to do good. Their ruling planet Jupiter not only rules their 1st house, but it also rules their 4th house of home and heart, and education is also represented by the 4th house. So they do tend to value education quite a bit, and they can also be very good teachers. I would say that the highest spiritual lesson for Sagittarius is to elevate those religious views and beliefs into something authentic, into an authentic sort of spiritual practice, rather than being so judgmental and dogmatic, because Jupiter actually tends to be quite judgmental and dogmatic in its views generally as a planet, and that's the very Jupiterian way of looking at life. So hope that you found that quite helpful, and feel free to subscribe below and check out my website, anahita.rao.com. Cheers, folks.